Across the United States, one of the greatest wildlife challenges of modern times continues to grow: wild boars. These animals, also called feral hogs, have transformed from scattered populations into a nationwide crisis. Their intelligence, aggression, and adaptability make them almost impossible to ignore, and the costs of their presence are now measured in billions of dollars. Perhaps the most alarming aspect of the wild boar problem is their reproduction. Unlike many wild animals that reproduce once a year, wild boars are capable of producing 2 litters annually, each with anywhere from 4 to 12 piglets. Even more concerning, those piglets reach breeding age in as little as 6 months. This creates a snowball effect where small groups can multiply into large, destructive populations in a very short period of time. Wildlife biologists often call it exponential growth in action, a biological wildfire that spreads faster than most control measures can keep up with. This rapid population growth translates directly into agricultural losses. Farmers face the brunt of the problem as fields of corn, soybeans, peanuts, wheat, and rice are destroyed overnight. Unlike typical pests that come and go with the seasons, wild boars destroy crops year-round. They dig up soil while rooting for food, trample young plants, and damage irrigation systems. The result is not just reduced yield, but sometimes the total loss of entire fields. For many farmers, this is not a one-time event, but a repeating cycle that forces them into constant recovery. The U.S. government has estimated over $2.5 billion in damages every year caused by wild boars. This staggering figure covers crop loss, infrastructure damage, disease control, and the cost of wildlife management programs. Yet even with this enormous investment, the problem continues to grow, spreading into new states each year. For many rural communities, wild boars represent both an economic and ecological disaster that government spending alone has not been able to stop. One of the most immediate and practical solutions remains hunting. Across the South Midwest and beyond, hunters have become an essential force in controlling wild boar populations. Whether through daytime drives, nighttime thermal hunts, trapping, or organized culling, hunting can drastically reduce numbers in localized areas. Corral traps that capture entire sounders are particularly effective, while skilled sharpshooters with night vision equipment can remove dozens in a single operation. Hunting not only protects farmland, but also provides a direct way for communities to take part in managing the crisis. However, hunting alone cannot solve the problem. That is where wildlife management agencies step in. Federal and state programs use a mix of strategies, including aerial gunning from helicopters, coordinated trapping programs, and ongoing research into fertility control. Scientists are exploring immunocontraceptives and sterilization techniques as possible long-term solutions, though these remain in experimental stages. The key lies in integrated management, a combination of hunting, trapping, government coordination, and scientific innovation. The reality is clear: wild boars are not just a nuisance, they are a national challenge. Their reproduction outpaces natural control, their destruction devastates farmers, and their impact drains government resources. Yet with cooperation between hunters, farmers, scientists, and agencies, America has the tools to slow the spread and protect its farmland. This battle will not be won overnight, but through persistence and teamwork, the tide can turn against one of the nation's most relentless invaders.